Jai Shri Mataji. Please bow down to the Shri Mataji. Raise your Kundalini and take the bandhan. Param Pujya Shri Mataji, your Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mother, please grant us the permission to do the meditation at your lotus feet. Please bless us thoughtless step. Now please keep our right hand towards Mother Earth. Our complete attention is on center of left palm. Now please keep our right hand on our lap and left hand towards the sky. Our complete attention is on center of right palm. Now please keep our both hands on our lap. Our complete attention is on central Muladhara chakra. Param Pujya Shri Mataji, your Sakshat Sri Nirmal Ganesha, your Sakshat Sri Sati. Mother, please remove all the badhas, all the negativities from my Muladhara chakra. Please awaken Sri Ganesh principle within us. Mother, please awaken Sri Ganesh principle. Sri Ganesha Sakshat. ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्रीगणेश साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवे नमो नमः. Now please keep our right hand on left side of our stomach below the abdomen. Param Pujya Sri Mataji, please give me pure knowledge about myself. Mother, please give me pure knowledge about myself. Please give me pure knowledge about myself. Now please keep our right hand on our central Nabi chakra. Param Pujya Sri Mataji, you are Sakshat Sri Lakshmi Narayana. Mother, please remove all the badhas, all the negativities from my Nabi chakra. And please awaken Lakshmi principle within us. Mother, please awaken Lakshmi principle within us. Now slowly rotate our right palm clockwise 7 times on our Bhusagar chakra, on our stomach. Param Pujya Sri Mataji, please awaken Guru principle within us. Mother, please awaken Guru principle within us and please make me my own master. Mother, please make me my own master. Now please keep our right hand on left side of our heart. Param Pujya Sri Mataji, I am only pure spirit. Mother, I am not this body, I am not this mind, I am not. I am only pure spirit. Mother, please come into my heart. Now please keep our right hand on left side of our neck. Mother, I am not guilty. Mother, I am not guilty. I am not guilty. Now please keep our right hand on our forehead. Param Pujya Sri Mataji, I have forgiven everyone, including myself. I have forgiven everyone. 3 times, Ksham. 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 Now please keep our right hand on our Sahasrara and slowly rotate our right palm clockwise 7 times on our Sahasrara. Param Pujya Sri Mataji, you are Sakshat Sri Sahasrar Swamini. You are Sakshat Sri Adishakti. Mother, please awaken my Kundalini. Mother, please bless us successfully. Now please keep our both the hands on our lap. Our complete attention is on center of both the palms and Sahasrara. Sri Mahamaya Sakshat. Om त्वमेव साक्षात् श्रीमहामाया साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्रीमहागुरवे नमः नमः।
Planet, you can say, which has been in the attention of the divine. So the whole cosmos works out for the benefit of this planet. And the working of that cosmos has created this earth, and then human beings, and then the Sahajogis. So Sahajogis are the epitome of the creative powers. They are the epitome of God's desire. That's what He desired. That's why He created this cosmos, this universe, and this earth. So now His desire is fulfilled. When He sees being reflected through the Sahajogis. But there is still a few things we have to clear out within ourselves. His desire represents the Mahakali power within us. Now, we have to see how his desire has worked in creating ourselves. First is the desire which is absolutely passionate. There's nothing desired, nothing else is desired but the creation of Sahajogis. So the first desire of any Sahajogi is to create more Sahajogi. No other desire should be dominant or exist in a way. But to fulfill that desire, we have to fulfill some conditions. So one of the conditions, the most important, is the sincerity. As God doesn't need that qualification. He cannot be insincere, even if he wants to be. He does not have your type of intellect which can play devious roles with him. But human beings have got this devious intellect which plays very much around. But as Sahajogis, you can see that intellect very carefully and clearly. God is egoless because he does everything, so he is egoless. Or we can say he is the ego only, if that means doing something. But human beings have ego because they don't do anything and think they're doing something. I mean, you know this very well.
Yes, Mother.
So when you start assuming that you do something, you get identified with such myths very easily. Only human beings can be identified with myths, not God. But after realization, you can see your ego clearly. It acts in various ways. If we appoint somebody as a leader, the leader may start thinking that he's really the leader. And then it becomes really a problem for him because he starts losing uh, everything that is leadership. But the worst is their wives start thinking they are the leaders. And sometimes the children also think that way. And I won't be surprised even if their dogs and pets feel that way. It can be any stupid thing. So with this kind of an ego, a Sahajayogi can see himself, how he behaves. I watch them and it provides a lot of humor for me.
Uh,
I watch them with their ego.
them meaning the leaders.
No, no, no,
Ah,
all of them.
I was worried.
They push forward everywhere. They'll sit in the forward line, they'll push forward, they'll be there first to come in the front line, sort of things
Le-
there. But if you are a sincere person, if you have the sincerity, then you enjoy that sincerity in wherever you are standing, wherever you are sitting. So the ego can try to deceive you very much all the time. So you have to be careful about this ego because it can sit on your head and can monitor you. And I have seen people going down very rapidly with this idea that they are something special. So sincerity, though it is the quality of the left side, can be dominated by the right side this way. The second thing about your desire, that it should be a pure desire. And the pure desire is very simple for you because I'm sitting before you. The pure desire of a seeker is to see God, to be in the company of God, to be uh, in association with God. As they call it, Salokya, Samipya, and Sanidhya. There are three words describing this. But without asking, without thinking of it, you have been given the fourth dimension called as the Tadatmya, means becoming one with my body, my being, so that you become protected, absolutely cleansed and nourished in my being. But when you are not aware of it, then what happens that I have to suffer in my body to cleanse you. So all other desires can create problems within you. Now, as I was telling you that this France is a creation of the Mother Earth with the special features, we have to examine what effects it can have on a French mind. It's a historical uh, build-up also which affects this country. It's a very affluent country. You have got very rich soil and you produce beautiful agricultural products. So when you are satisfied on the material level, then you start moving left or right because you are very naive about one thing, that we have to rise higher, higher into our ascent. Also, that we are not aware that that is the goal for our evolution. So we all have to ascend. That's all. Nothing else is important. So as soon as you find that materially you are all right, then if you do not have the idea that you have to ascend, you can really move onto the left and the right. France being a very, very affluent country, among most of the European and the English, they got into this movement much earlier than any other country. So they, if you can find the aggressiveness of the French based on these lines because they go to the right side. Like the French never bothered to see or to find out what is the culture of other people. They are very self-opinionated and thought knowing of themselves, and they thought they knew all what was culture is. As a result, uh, they became completely ignorant of all other cultures which were much more evolved than theirs. The concept of beauty came up to a certain level of understanding, and then again it deviated into wrong direction. Also, I would say the way the Christianity was preached in those days, no respect for women was there. So the women did not understand that they are the left side and they have to look after their chastity. In the beginning, whenever I read about French, like Emile Zola or other people, Opasa and all that, what I found that women were not at all respected, nor they were respectable. If you read, say, for example, Nana is the one he's written, Emile Zola. If you read her, you will be surprised that they have given the four sides of a woman in one woman. He has described four sides. And one part, which is really a woman, is never respected in the society. When she is compassionate and good, that part she's not respected. On the contrary, she kicked out. So in the other parts, she behaves uh, a cunning woman, or she behaves like a prostitute, or she behaves like an aggressive woman. Because the part that is respectable, and that is the one which was for her ascent and was her innate, was not at all understood or respected. So the instrument of the left side, which are the women of this country, were first harmed. And these became the main source of troubles in France. On the other side, they became extremely aggressive. The men became aggressive, and because women were not respected, they also became aggressive. The other women who could not do that became extreme left, started crying, weeping, and melancholy.
Les autres?
Melancholy character they developed, melancholy. Then they started, you see, writing about all these melancholy nonsense which doesn't exist and indulging into it like wine or some sort
Yes.
of a thing. The movement on the left hand side, naturally, because men also got attracted towards it, made them take to left sided food as well. Now, for example, they developed the cheese, which was all full of fungus, which was a dead matter. When a fungus kills all that is right side, anything living can be killed with fungus. Not only as far as the food is concerned, but temperamentally, gradually, they started becoming like funguses. So the fungus itself has a quality is to that it thrives on the dead matter. So they went down to all places where they could find the dead matter, like Egypt. They were not very much interested in India, even to rule India. Uh, but they were very much interested in Egyptian dead things and other places wherever they could find this dead stuff available to them. Also, I would say Christianity, which started decaying very much, became a big hold in France. Religion also became like a fungus, like building, say, big churches and around them to bury the dead. Now, I went to see Kshatri. Here you have a beautiful, uh, very beautiful church and very good work done by the artist. But there are lying all dead bodies all around. It's horrible. Actually, dead people should be burnt. Only the realized soul can be buried. The sense of respect was lacking very much, even in the history, you can see clearly. What was important throughout was the money. I see the French Revolution took place, when I must say the Queen was not a bad woman at all. She was actually a great protege, and she was a protector of all the artists of France, and she's the one who gave such a great momentum to the art of France. If she created something like a furniture piece or any building, today even you show it with pride. Afterwards, she was not going to take it with her. It was for France she made everything. But the French wanted more money to be distributed. For what? For drinking more wine, not to create anything of eternal interest. That's why I say those who drink have no right to strike or to ask for more money, because they have more money, that's why they drink. So I don't believe in capitalism, but I do believe that those who can create something new, who can create something not new in the sense of nonsense, but a thing of eternal values, must be given money to create that. Or there are many capitalists who do wrong things, like buying instruments of war and things like that. Now we have England, we have America, they are doing this and creating concrete jungle for the progeny. Great Britain and England, America is doing this, is to buy war weapons and otherwise creating concrete jungles. And in Russia, they say that they are giving equal distribution, but people drink like fish. So with this French Revolution also, the drinking became a part and parcel of the lives of the French, because they got easy money. So the more money was acquired for doing all kinds of unrighteous things, unholy things, and we can say inauspicious things. But there were poor people, perhaps they did not drink so much, who created great architecture here in this country. Despite that, great artists were born in this country who had no money. They died becoming mad or becoming paupers. Now you had Napoleon, another person who tried to conquer other places, is another ego trip that he did in the history. But still, he was not a very ignoble person, as we find so many of them are out these days who are the rulers. The only thing I feel about him that he didn't have a great character to leave any great impress on people, how to enhance their life in their quality. So the people who could have really impressed your minds towards the ascent were all paupers or became mad or were wasted. Ultimately, I think the whole aggressiveness disappeared with understanding that it is no use aggressing. But the left movement still remained very prevalent. So for the rest of the world, French are very
दम मस्त कलंदर मस्त मस्त दम मस्त कलंदर मस्त मस्त मेरा विरद है दम दम अली अली 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 सखी लाल कलंदर मस्त मस्त सखी लाल कलंदर मस्त मस्त झूले लाल कलंदर मस्त मस्त दम मस्त कलंदर मस्त मस्त दम मस्त कलंदर मस्त मस्त दम मस्त कलंदर मस्त मस्त इको विरद है दम दम अली अली इको विरद है दम दम अली अली सखी लाल कलंदर मस्त मस्त झूले लाल कलंदर मस्त मस्त दम मस्त 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 कलंदर मस्त मस्त अखियां मलंग सच्ची अपने मन लड़ गए अख जा मलंग सच्चे अपने मन लैणगे अज नित कल सारे अली अली कहणगे मस्त 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 दम मस्त कलंदर 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 मस्त मस्त दम लगा पानी सा नि दा प सा नि दा नि दा नि दा प नि दा प म नि दा नि दा नि दा प म दा प म ग प म ग रे म ग रे द म ग रे द म ग रे द म ग रे द नि द मस्त कलंदर मस्त मस्त दम मस्त कलंदर मस्त मस्त दम मस्त कलंदर मस्त मस्त माने किन्ने शान बदाए माने किन्ने शान बदाए बेकर माते कर्म कमाए बेकर माते कर्म कमाए जेड़ा भी निर्मल दर ते आवे ओ नकदी भी खाली जावे मेरा विरद है दम दम अली अली मेरा विरद है दम दम अली अली सखी लाल कलंदर मस्त मस्त सखी लाल कलंदर मस्त मस्त झूले लाल कलंदर मस्त मस्त दम मस्त कलंदर मस्त मस्त दम मस्त कलंदर मस्त मस्त दम पम गम पम प गम गर धन पम गम पम प गम गर धन पम गम प नि द पम प गम गर धन नि द नि द पम प गम गर धन मस्त कलंदर मस्त मस्त दम मस्त कलंदर मस्त मस्त शाना उचिया तेरी पीरा शाना उचिया तेरी पीरा हो मन दू हनेरी पीरा हो मन दू हनेरी
Now
पीरा
please open your eyes, bow down to Shri Mataji and take the bandhan.
बथेरिया पीरा सुनियर जा अज मेरिया पीरा मेरा विरद है दम दम अली अली मेरा विरद है दम दम अली अली सखी लाल कलंदर मस्त मस्त सखी लाल कलंदर मस्त मस्त झूले लाल कलंदर मस्त मस्त दम मस्त कलंदर मस्त मस्त दम मस्त कलंदर मस्त मस्त दम मस्त कलंदर मस्त मस्त अख जाओ सहजियो निर्मल निर्मल अख जाओ सहजियो अख जाओ सारे सच्चे अपने मन लेन गए अख जाओ सारे सच्चे अपने मन लेन गए अज नित कल सारे निर्मल कहन गए मस्त 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 दम मस्त कलंदर मस्त मस्त दम मस्त कलंदर मस्त मस्त अली मुहम्मद मां तेनू जावड़ अली मुहम्मद मां तेनू जावड़ चरना दे विच शीश झुकावण
Yes, Shri Mataji.
चरना दे विच शीश झुका